Hi, welcome back to Root at Badger Rock's virtual workshop series. We are here at it's still the beginning of November. We are celebrating Native American Heritage Month this month. So I wanted to show a recipe, a traditional recipe. This is one I've just been kind of playing with. Three Sisters is a very big traditional way of growing food and talking about indigenous recipes. Three Sisters comes up a lot. So I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a version of that. Instead of like a soup, I'm going to make a Three Sisters salad today. And then as kind of a little dessert, we're going to be doing roasted acorn squash with an apple filling, an apple topping. It's a recipe my mom's made for many years and look forward to it every year, usually around this time, fall time, Thanksgiving, even Christmas kind of dinners. But yeah, usually around this time is when I look forward to having the sweet squash. But we're going to get started. We're going to make our salad first. So over here we have a couple different ingredients. We got our Three Sisters right here. We have some beans. These are just some northern white beans. You could also use kidney beans or any others that you'd like. We have some sweet corn here, just kind of warmed up a little bit. We have some butternut squash. So that covers our Three Sisters right here. And yeah, as many of you may or may not know, the Three Sisters are corn, beans, and squash. And when we grow them together, they really benefit each other. The corn provides trellising or poles for the beans to climb up so then they can grow. The beans help filter or fixate nitrogen into the soil. And then the squash, their really big leaves help cover the ground, keeping moisture in as well as keeping some pests out because of their kind of spiny limbs, spiny leaves. So that's why we really like this trio right here, and they really support each other when it comes to growing. And then, yeah, we just kind of have some more modern day ingredients as well. We got some red onion, we got some tomatoes, and then some cilantro and lime for some flavor on top, as well as some salt and some pepper around here, but we'll just do salt for today. So pretty simple. We just have a can of beans. I got a can of white northern beans. I opened it up, drained it out, then rinsed them, got all the murky water off of them. And then I roasted the squash. You can also use summer squash too, zucchini or summer squash. I think it'd be better if just have a little cooked. I like it cooked as well. I don't like that really crunchy, harder exterior of zucchini or summer squash. But because we're in the fall time right now, I wanted to make it with butternut squash, and I really like the flavor of butternut squash as well. And then corn, pretty just straight up average corn. You can get fresh corn on the cob, chop it off, get it in. Otherwise, just get a bag of frozen corn, heat it up. So that's what I got here. So we're just gonna get a bowl, and really all we're gonna just start doing is start adding our ingredients. But I suppose maybe I can chop some of our ingredients first. So we'll start with the tomato. You can either do a handful of cherry tomatoes, or we have a Roma tomato here. So I'm just gonna chop this up into some smaller pieces, add to our salad. And yeah, I think just really like this. Again, I like eating a lot of vegetables as much as I can. Doesn't always happen, but when I have the opportunity, I really try to jump on it. And this one's got plenty of veggies in it, a lot of color. I always like eating the rainbow, I've said in many videos. Just got a lot of good vitamins in it, really tasty, but it's also really fresh. So that's why I really like this recipe too. So we'll do one Roma tomato, and I might as well do this other one too. But yeah, it is Native American Heritage Month. Here at Badger Rock, we're going to be having our community dinner this coming next Friday, so November 14th. Keep it on your calendar. Oh, I'm squishing this tomato. But yeah, we'll have we'll have some workshops going on, we'll have some demonstrations, we'll have some traditional foods that we'll have some guest chefs coming in to help make. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So if you're free on November 14th, come on down to Badger Rock, 5:30 to 7. We'll have a free community meal. Come enjoy a meal, enjoy some culture, some traditional ways. We'll be having a guest there from up north, a relative of mine. His name's Dylan Prescott. He'll be doing moccasin game. This is a really fun, interactive game, traditional game. It's really fun. So come on out. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, finished our tomatoes. Next, we'll just do a half of a red onion. So we got red onion. Yeah, normally I'm not a huge fan of raw onions, so I'm going to go light on it, just do a half of one. But yeah, I really just look forward to fall time, because I really like a lot of the fall crops. I always like squash. Squash is one of my favorite fruits. One of my favorite foods. Roasted, stuffed squash, squash in soup, just squash by itself, any kind. But yeah, butternut squash, acorn squash. I always look forward to this time of year, though, being able to enjoy them, especially when they come fresh from our gardens. All right, so we got some red onion in here. Move that to the side. Now we got some of our ingredients already made. So here's our beans. Add that to our salad. We got a whole butternut squash here. I think I'll add maybe half of it at first. We'll see how much it looks like. And the preparation for this, I did just one butternut squash, cut it in half. I scooped out all the seeds and the innards. I cubed it up right away, and then I roasted it in the oven with some olive oil and salt for about 25 minutes on 400 degrees. So just to soften them up and get them ready, and then I let them cool down since the rest of our ingredients are pretty cold. Don't want to have a hot squash and cold tomatoes, kind of a contrast. So yeah, I think I'm going to do just half for now. And I'll save the rest of this for a different recipe. Now add our corn. This is about 1.5 cups of off the cob corn, 1 can of beans, 2 Romas, half an onion. We got a lime here, a little bit of juice in there. Yeah. And I'll just squeeze these in just for now. A little more. Whoop, it's juicy. And then a little cilantro as well. We'll just chop up a couple of leaves. I do have a recipe for this, so if you want, we will include the recipe. It's got all the measurements and everything. I think in the recipe it says maybe like 2 tablespoons of cilantro, but I like a good amount of cilantro. I like the taste. Gives it that freshness, good flavor. Yeah. And yeah, I guess maybe a little about me in case for those of you who have never met me before or haven't seen any of my videos. My name is Forrest Smart. I work here at Bachelor Rock Middle School here at Rooted. But I'm also Native American. I come from the Forest County Potawatomi, Bachelor Ojibwe, and Ho-Chunk Nation tribes. Yeah, just culture, traditional ways, ceremonies. You know, it's part of my identity, and getting to learn about these foods and how to grow them has really been monumental for me and just my growth and how I see the world and how I interact with it as well. And that I get to share a lot of this knowledge with people. Kids, everyone, you out there in the Facebook world, I always love sharing what I get to learn. All right, so we got cilantro, we got our lime. I'll also add a little salt, just for some touch. All right, let me grab a quick spoon. Give this a good little mix. All right. There we go. Got all of our ingredients in, nice and mixed up. Nice rainbow of colors. Got the orange, yellow, purple, red, the white. But yeah, a lot of good vitamins, a lot of good minerals, fiber in here from the squash. Yeah, this is a really nutrient-dense little side dish. You could even make it a whole meal if you wanted to. But yeah, looking forward to having this for dinner tonight, having a little extra side. But that's our Three Sisters salad right there. Super easy, fresh ingredients. Just mix them all in one bowl. Very simple. Next, we're going to move on to my mom's recipe, which is just some acorn squash, roasted acorn squash, and we're going to make a little apple topping with some brown sugar and some cinnamon as well. So first thing, you want to get an acorn squash. I did the hard duty of cutting this in half already. Our knives aren't always the sharpest, so it wasn't a pretty sight. So I saved you that. But now I'm going to try to attempt cutting it as well. Oh, and I also scooped out all the seeds beforehand as well. There's 2 methods you can do for this one. My mom likes to kind of, if she's cut on time, she'll just cut these in half, take the seeds out, and then she'll put them in a pan, put maybe like a half inch of water in the below them, or in a dish, I should say a dish. And then the easy way is just pop that in the microwave, maybe about 4 minutes or so on high. That'll get it warmed up and softened, and then you'll be able to peel off the outer skin off of it. And then that way you can start cutting it and chopping it up. That way it'll be about halfway cooked already, and the bake time will be a lot less. But since there's no microwave up here, we're just going to do it in the oven. So right now I actually do have some in the oven that are cooking, kind of getting softened up right now. We'll check those in a second. But for here, we got our acorn squash peel or halved. All the guts are out, all the seeds are out. And we're just going to make some quarter cuts. Little rocky method. I think I'll make 3, maybe 4. Yeah, let's do 4. All right, perfect. So now we got our halves. And then I'll bring our tray out here. And a big tray for 4 pieces, I know. No worries. Just for demonstration for right now. So we have our slices right here. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to, once I grab a fork. So we have a fork, and just so we are, we're going to add some butter or oil if you want to just use oil. We're going to add some butter to this so it helps keep it from burning. But in order to keep it on there, we're going to score the insides with a fork. Like to go one way. I'm going to do a little cross hatch. All the way across. A couple little cross. And our last one. Oop, that's the way. All right, so now we have these. So now just take a little pat of butter. Let's throw one of these on each of them. Last little piece on this one. Yep. And then just a little salt, just to season them before they go in the oven for the first round. All right, so these are ready to go. I want to pop these in our oven. I'd say about 350 degrees, maybe for about 20 minutes or so for the first part. In here. And there was a hot pat right here. All right, so these are the ones I popped in a little bit earlier. So let these chill for a second. And while these are kind of chilling for a moment, we'll make our little brown sugar cinnamon mixture. So we'll do maybe about, I think since I only have about half of a squash here, I'm going to do maybe about a quarter cup. The recipe that I'll include has probably about a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Again, for probably about two acorn squash worth. I'll do a little less than half a cup. And I'll do a little bit of cinnamon. There's a half a teaspoon. I'd say maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon or so. It'd be a lot. That. Right. A little mix. Yeah. Oh, and I'm almost forgetting the main ingredient here. Not bad. We have apples too. So it's gonna be an apple brown sugar cinnamon mixture. So almost forgot that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we got some apples here. Any kind you want, Macintosh, Gala, whatever you're feeling. I think I got some, I don't even know what kind of apple I got. I'm not even going to worry about it. But take your apple. You just want to, if you want to peel it, you can peel it too. I'm just going to leave the skin on for now. I like a little extra fiber. I'm just going to take these and cube them up. And then since I have some skinnier wedges, I'm going to cut them in a little bit smaller dice. Otherwise, if they were more like quarters of an acorn, you could fit some bigger pieces, maybe like this size on them. So I'll just cut this a little bit smaller. Keep the core out, no seeds. Ooh, lost one there. All right, let's give this a little rough chop. that'll be good for now. So I'll pop this into our brown sugar and cinnamon mixture. Get a little extra cilantro on there, a little extra flavor, no worries. All right, so now we have our apples, our brown sugar, and our cinnamon. Let's get those apples nice and coated. Yep. And the reason why I'm putting this in midway through the baking of the squash is the squash will take probably about 45 minutes to an hour to bake. Apples are a little more watery and they'll take less time to bake. They'll probably burn if you put them in the whole time. So we're going to take them out about halfway when the squash is cooked, and then we'll put the apples on top. So then they'll get more caramelized and not just straight burnt. All right, so we have our apple cinnamon mixture. Just place a little bit on each one. Last couple. And I'll just toss all these on. Why not? All right, and again, just for the demonstration, I'm just doing a small pan. Ideally, we probably have the whole pan filled up. You could just drench all the apples on it. But so this is pretty much what we're looking for. Got our apple mixture on top. If you want to add a little extra butter too for a little extra savoriness, that's always an option too. But then we're just going to pop this back into the oven at about another 30 minutes, I'd say. Or just checking every now and then, check the squash with like a knife or a toothpick, checking to make sure it's tender and it's done. But once that's ready, then they're good to go. And again, probably one of my favorite side dishes at our gatherings or our ceremonies or even just a little get together. I always love when my mom makes it. Super good for you. Yeah, and this is just one of the many recipes. I always love sharing it whenever I can. And yeah, I really appreciate all the food that we're given from this land that we get to use. I always am blessed that I get to work in a garden and be able to take all this food and straight from the garden into my body, nourish me, and for all that I get to do. But I'll quit babbling. I just wanted to show you all some recipes that I had and help celebrate Native American Heritage Month, and that's all. So enjoy the recipes if you try them out. Maybe leave a comment if you really liked it, or if you have a little an alternative or a different option to throw in. Drop it in the comments. Otherwise, we will see you again for our next workshop next time.